Preston tells me you found a way into the
Hoping you'd stop
Institute.
by. I found your way into the Institute.
That's great news.
I was kind of hoping there'd be something worth all the time I spent cracking their encryption. Turns out there was. One of the things in the data you stole was a plan of the whole Institute complex, including the older sections that used to be part of CIT. Turns out they're still using an old water pipe that runs out to the river. Its entrance is underwater, and is blocked by a security grate. Also, the whole pipe is labeled high radiation danger, but there isn't any other way in that I can find.
Good work, Sturgis.
Thanks, boss. I wish there was a better way. But if there is, it's not in this data. I did manage to pull the code to open the grate. So all you have to do is survive the trip. Now, as soon as you get in there, you need to access the main relay control and use this holotape to teleport everybody into the Institute.
Tem acesso pra cá, hein? Ah, moleque. O mapa geral não nos ajudou, mas o mapa local nos ajudou bastante. Cadê a pergunta? Aqui. Entramos na área de manutenções públicas. E agora? Nossa. Caraca, que lugar. Eita!
Run away like that. Waste my time. Out there. Somewhere. You're strong.
Lá vem uma aí. Ah, claro. Porcaria. Ah, tem essa porta.
No one can beat strong.
Security's too tight.
Bom. Nossa, que labirinto. Nossa, que coisa irritante esse bicho. filha da mãe. Ah, de novo.
That's it.
Mais tarde no carregamento. Ahá! Tomara que eles não enrolem. Ai, entramos no instituto. Entramos no instituto. Eles estão... Aí agora. Como faz? Eu lembro disso daqui, hein? Eu vou salvar de novo, é muita emoção. Vou botar todo mundo pra dentro aqui. Foi ou não foi? Oh, esse jogo tá tentando. Que bonitinho. Tá parecendo som. Eu não sei o que tá dando diferente. Daqui a pouco eu tenho que carregar o Lodisco pra pegar e fazer o hackeamento, que nem eu já fiz em outros. Aí. Ih! Espero que dê certo. Olha que fera, cara. Pera aí, Preston Garden,
Man, that was something else.
Sturges
I guess I'm still in one piece.
e 2 Minute
Everybody
Man
else?
randômico.
Good.
Vocês são burros, né, cara? Vocês
So
podiam ter
this is the
trazido
institute. They
o
could have just held out down here forever.
Dog
Why did they
meat.
mess with us?
trazido uma galera aí, né?
Sir?
I don't care why they did it.
damn right they are. In any case, here we are. No turning back now. You're gonna need this. It's a fusion pulse charge. Once it's attached to the reactor, it can be detonated remotely. You get that on the reactor, and we can trigger an explosion that'll destroy everything the Institute has ever built. Just make sure we give the civilians a chance to escape before we blow the place. We're not here to commit mass murder. We better hurry. They're gonna realize what's going on before too long. Sturgis, you'd better get to work on this teleporter of theirs.
Oh, strong! Calma aí. Nossa! Como é que a gente tá? Tá legal. Acabou. Acabou, docinho. Acabou o exterminador do futuro. Cara, já ia meter bala achando que era o gênio do Strong. Vamos lá, Strong. Nossa, a gente tá percorrendo todo o interior do troço e não chega nunca. Vou chegar, meu. Calma, Preston, deixa eu dar um coice. Já pra cá? Tá, agora sai, né?
So this is what it looks like. Man, no wonder they prefer it down here.
Eu explodi a mina. Quero saber de nada. Eu ia gritar, mulher. Isso aí.
Is somewhat engaging.
Otário. Aqui ele sai com o lugar. Pera aí. Precisamos de um pé. Placa Mãe, hein, cara. Cavalo.
Should strong check guts too?
Cadê? Eu quero essa arma. Não, vamos por aqui, né? Todo mundo aqui, gente? Acho que é aqui que a gente tem que ir, né? Mapa. Sei lá, eu tô seguindo o fluxo.
Engaging target.
Vamos ver por onde que é esse mapa. Eu quero chegar no reator dele. Tem que subir, então. Vamos lá, corre. Me ajuda aí, pô. Ai. Que otário. Preciso de uma arminha. Vou matar na espada, vagabundo. Se mata na espada, vagabundinha. Agora, sério, né? Preciso de uma... Mapa, é ali mesmo. Vamos salvar e vamos pra cima. Como é que eu entro? Ih, rapaz, como é que eu...
God! Spineless human.
Cadê o resto dos nossos companheiros? Realmente não entendo por que não abre. Não tá abrindo a porta. Tem que matar todo mundo? Que palha! De novo. Falhou de novo. Cara, não, por que eu tenho dois espaços? Ah! É muito legal isso.
General, found the reactor.
Ó,
Looks like you need to get yourself to the advanced systems area. Only, well, it's locked. Can't override it from here. Looks like the command can only come from the director's personal terminal. You're gonna need to get access to it somehow.
puta vida. Não, eu não quero usar isso aqui, pera aí.
He has played tricks on me again.
Xixi. Sempre bom salvar, né? Pode dar ruim legal. Levanta e vai. Só tem um caminho. Por favor, não tem aqui um exército por enfrentar só assim. É isso? Espero estar indo no caminho certo.
Gone now.
E agora sobe ou desce? Aí.
I didn't expect to see you again. Come to see the reactor, have you? We got it working without you.
What's happened to you? Are you sick?
But don't pretend to care now. You had your chance to help me, and cast me aside instead. It's not enough that I lay here dying. Now you plan on what? Destroying everything? Tell me then. Under what righteous pretense have you justified this atrocity?
All the enemies you've created? You can't imagine why I'd I'd be standing here.
Perhaps I didn't think to count you among them. Well, none of it matters now, I suppose. You'll accomplish your task and ruin humanity's best hope for the future. The only question left then is why you're standing here. Is it regret? Or did you just come?
Sean, I hoped there was something more I could do. I wanted to save you.
This isn't some fairy tale, Father. There's no saving me. I'm dying. And you're going to destroy everything I've ever loved. You're going to have to live with that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'd like to be alone for my last few moments. Go. Do what you must. But I hope someday you realize what will be lost here.
Did not care. Things ours now.
Good job. Looks like that's opened things up enough for you to reach the reactor. Some other...
Você defendeu o indefensável, cara. Meu Deus. É só isso. Acabou o susto.
I can smell you out there, little sneak.
Os outros minutos mesmo podiam ter vindo, né? Vamos lá, comendo paçoquinha. Vou ver se dá certo, Vai, tiro! Nossa, não tô pegando mais nada. Ah, pera um pouquinho. Tá de sacanagem comigo. Cadê meu... Cadê minha espada? Morre! 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 Morreu! Morreu! Sabia que ela ia morrer. Que ninguém sobrevive a mim. Aqui. Acabou. Você ativou.
Someone help! Okay, let's move. Sturgis, you reading me? We're done down here. Zap us back to the relay room.
Aí, agora. Opa, eu também fui. Era isso mesmo. Beleza, não precisa nem brigar com os outros caras lá. Claro, nós vamos explodir ele à distância, evidentemente. Antes de explodir junto. Eu acho que é isso, vai acabar o instituto agora.
Alright, Sturgis, we're done. Get us the hell out of here.
Yeah, I
Opa,
would, man.
opa.
Dad, don't leave me here. I want to go with you.
Says he's the general's son.
All right. You can come with me.
Really? Do you mean it?
Yes, I mean it. Now let's get out of here.
I'm glad you are here to save me.
Let's get out of here.
All right, Sturgis. Fire it up.
Didn't leave anything behind, did you? All set to get out of here?
Absolutely. Let's get the hell out of here.
You got it. I'm gonna teleport you to the detonation site. Then
Uh-huh.
now you press that button extra hard when you get...
I'm ready. Let's get out of here.
I never imagined any place like this.
We've got this, sir.
Vamos subir no retransmissor aqui, vamos
Let's
lá.
get out of here.
Aí, agora. Foi. Ai, que denso. Vamos lá, aparece alguma coisa.
Sturgis figured this was a safe distance outside the blast radius. Whenever you want to see humanity's best hope for the future go up in smoke, just hit that button.
Cadê o molequinho?
Let's get this over with, General.
It's an honor, General.
Adiós, Instituto. Finalmente.
I can feel it wash over me. The heat, the force, the radiation, the fear. It's the end of the world all over again. I close my eyes. I see my life before all of this. Before the bombs. Everything can change in an instant, and the future you plan for yourself shifts, whether or not you're ready. At some point, it happens to all of us. This wasn't the world I wanted, but it was the one I found myself in. The Commonwealth. My home. Ripped apart and put back together. I hoped I could find my family, cheat time, make us whole again. The way we were. But now I know. I know I can't go back. I know the world has changed, that the road ahead will be hard. This time, I'm ready. Because I know war. War never changes.
Rapaz, esse é o final?
Holy shit. That was one hell of a bang, wasn't it? So that's it. The Institute is destroyed. It's finally over. You did issue the evacuation order, right? I didn't notice in all the chaos.
No. We were there to destroy the Institute, not help them escape.
My God. So we just killed everyone? This is gonna be a black mark on the Minutemen forever. As glad as I am that the Institute is gone, this wasn't the plan. Damn it, General. You've dragged us down to their level. It didn't have to be this way. What's done is done. People are still gonna need the Minutemen for a long time. The Institute was hardly the only threat out there. I guess we better get back to work. Holy.
Hey, I'm not one to judge. Honestly, it's just nice to not be doing it alone for a change. In my line of work, things tend to get pretty hairy. I've been shot at, poisoned, nearly executed. Heck, until recently they called the lockup in Diamond City the Piper Suite. Anything for a story, I suppose.
Someone poisoned you?
First time, I just published an article about this cartel of caravans that had been driving up food prices in the city. Article went over well, even got a boycott of their goods started in town, so I figured I'd pop over to the Dugout Inn for a victory drink. I'd already taken a swig by the time I realized something was wrong. The Dean, he wasn't at the bar. The beer tasted off, even more so than usual. And I started feeling real woozy. I don't know what he slipped me, but I knew I had to get it out. I'm looking around for something, and there it is, the still, and I just start chugging moonshine. Honestly, I'm still not totally convinced it was better than just dying from the poison, but it worked. Blech. And while I was passed out on the floor, security managed to grab the bartender. He eventually ratted out his bosses, and they all got to share some time in the pen.
You've led an exciting life.
Sure have. But honestly, now that I'm out here with you, I feel like I'm just getting started. Getting in trouble is what folks like us do. I mean, you and I are out here putting ourselves at risk so people in the Commonwealth can have a chance at a better life. Not for praise or reward or glory, but because it's right. I just wanted to let you know I'm real happy to be along for the ride.
I wouldn't want it any other way. I like having you close.
All the better to watch each other's backs. So you want to get out of here?
Hey.
I never see you again. Is it true? Did you really blow up the Institute? Why would you do that?
Achei Sean. Sean estava no castelo.
I know it's hard to understand. Are you okay, Sean?
I mean, I'll miss them. But if it means everyone else will be safe, as long as you don't leave me, it'll be okay. You're not gonna leave me, right?
Don't worry, kiddo. I'm here for you.
Okay. Oh, before I forget, Father, he told me to give this to you. I didn't listen to it, so I don't know what it says. But I think it's important.
Olha que a gente acabou de receber do chão verdadeiro, não do que tá na nossa frente.
you and I have endured are over. I have no reason to believe that you'll honor the request I'm about to make. But I feel compelled to try anyway. This synth, this boy, he deserves more. He has been reprogrammed to believe he is your son. It is my hope that you will take him with you. I would only ask that you give him a chance. A chance to be part of whatever future awaits the Commonwealth.
Hey, Sean.
Hey, Dad, can you do something for me? Next time you're out doing stuff, can you look for something? I want to try building some new things. Think you could find me an old vacuum tube? I'm building something, and it might be helpful. I want to try and make something. For you.
What are you planning on building?
I don't know. Whatever I can come up with. I bet it'll be neat, though. So, will you look for one?
Ah, look at that. I've got one right here.
I promise I'll do something cool with it. Do you like it? Maybe if you don't need it, you could sell it to someone else. Thanks again, Dad. I mean it.
Eu, hein?
Hi there.
There are so many neat things to mess around with out there. Sometimes I'm scared, but it all seems okay when you're here. What happens when people die? Can Mom see me?
Temos uma nova família basicamente, né? A Piper está se tornando cada vez mais próxima da gente. O chão sintético está aqui a nosso lado. Temos o castelo defendido pela segunda vez. Dessa vez a gente tomou um couro, mas mais difícil foi contra o sintético, está prejudicado as nossas defesas aqui, né? A gente teve que enfrentar uns assaltões aí, bando de invasores terríveis. Mas os Minutemen seguiram, destruíram o instituto. Não precisamos nem meter a mão muito com a Irmandade de Aço, embora a gente praticamente tenha virado membro da Irmandade de Aço. Outro detalhe interessante é que a gente não precisou destruir a ferrovia também. A ferrovia virou nossa inimiga, mas meio que nos respeita por não meter a mão com a gente. Então, entre mortos e feridos saíram todos bem, né? Quem morreu aqui? É um minuto mesmo. Cadê o chãozinho? Chãozinho! Despedir do chãozinho então pra encerrar a série.
Well, hello.
I can't believe we're in a real castle. I bet nothing could get us in here. Some of the others were talking about dying, and how when a human dies, you can't just make another one. The world is so much bigger than I ever imagined.
Hi there.
Someday I'll be a Minuteman too, and protect everyone at a minute's notice.